We're here in Mike WInDSOR's shop in Gravenhurst, Ontario, viewers. Mike's got 3 wonderful boats here in the workshop. This is Norwood 3 that we're looking at. She's a 34-foot launch built for a W.L. Claus of Pittsburgh in 1925 by Manette Shields. Somewhere in her history, the deck seams were raked out to an excessive 1/4 inch width. The only way to rectify this was a replacement of the decking. The covering boards and hatches were saved. The decking was edge nailed, meaning that the only way to remove it was to cut the deck off in panels between the carlings. It really is a point of commitment to take a saw and cut the first hole in a varnished mahogany deck. And you can see that a beautiful job has been done on replacing the decking on this boat. Your mother-in-law seat up front here. She's powered by a Packard engine, 8-cylinder. This is certainly a classic long deck launch. Lots of visitors here for the Antique and Classic Boat Society Spring Tour in Muskoka, Ontario. Folding windshield is a very rare feature on most antique wooden boats. Norwood 3. We're looking here at Blythewood, viewers. Blythewood is a hardtop sedan, originally built for Sam McLaughlin. Sam McLaughlin was the founder of General Motors here in Canada. This was his family launch, I guess you would call it, for a number of years. It's remained in Canada, and I know it's been in for some woodwork and some cosmetic work by Mike WIndsor. This boat looks like it's almost ready to go back in the water. Last boat in Mike's shop here is Mrs. Miniver II. Prime, beautiful example of a disappearing propeller boat.
And we're doing a longer event.
She looks like she's just come out of the showroom. I can't imagine how many coats of varnish Miss Miniver has, but she's absolutely pristine. The next stop on our spring tour this morning, viewers, is at Tim Butson's wooden boat builder in Bracebridge, Ontario. Let's see what Tim's got going in the shop this morning. We're looking here at Persistence, viewers. She's a 2002 Butson luxury launch, and she's in for a transom adjustment. And the caption on the photo says, "Wow, look at her now." I agree. Butson's has a reputation for building excellent custom runabouts, gentlemen's racers, and other watercraft of varying styles and lengths. Well, for a boat that's 14 years old now, she certainly looks brand new again. This is a very handy configuration so that passengers don't have to climb out of the boat. You can walk from stem to stern on this vessel. I guess she doesn't really qualify as a triple cockpit for that reason. I suppose in a sense she's more of a utility, but she certainly has the beautiful lines of a sedan, pardon me, of a runabout. Looking at a beautiful long deck launch review. Says a work in progress, so not a final varnish. More varnish to come. The engine's been removed. This boat looks like it's been in for A fairly complete rebuild. Turns out, viewers, this is not an antique boat. It's a Butson custom boat, a 26-foot gentleman's cruiser. Construction was begun in 2014. And here we are 2 years later. And we're nearing the end of the production, I presume. More coats of varnish coming. How is the boat going to be powered? Will that be up to the purchaser?
No, it has a 350 Chrysler.
Okay, 350 Chrysler engine in Scorpion engine. Oh, and it is installed.
It's a 370 with 350 horsepower.
350 horsepower. Beautiful boat. 3 different boats on the go here, viewers. This is a one and only 1954 Shepherd. Major restorative work required. First layer of bottom planking, white side down, gray side up. So the bottom has been done on this boat. And you can see some of the new frames. Next to the Shepherd. We have Matlow Petmar. Lots of work required on this boat as well. Tim Butson built this engine at least 20 years ago. My goodness, incredible. We're looking at a 1939 Seabird here called Dream a While. Had some transom issues, a very oily bilge, and so many layers of paint to be removed. And I presume the bottom half of the transom will be replaced. Ribs look reasonably solid. Some new stringers going in, I'm sure. Certainly a work in progress. The final room in the Butson workshop here is a room devoted to 3 craft. This is a pretty racy gentleman's racer, new build. Incredible work even on the seat frames here, and the seat backs. And around the corner from this racer is Heather Bell. This is an electric powered sedan launch, built in 1902 by the Marine Engine and Machine Company. The team's done some paint removal and replaced some rotten planking in the hull. And it looks like she's pretty well back together again. This is a Lake of Bays boat, to the best of my knowledge. Anyone in the area might see her cruising around. She's ready to go this summer. Great old boat. Viewers, we're at Stan Hunter's boat shop on Lake Muskoka. At this point during the ACBS spring tour, is April the 30th, 2016. Stan's located in Milford Bay. And the first boat we see on the property is for sale, actually. It's a Century Gullwing Sabre, and formerly owned by the late Henry Butler. With a new hull, apparently, and a V8 engine. Rather original interior for $18,000. Very special boats, these. Such a unique design for the period. Almost like a sunroof in an automobile in a sense. Most interesting boat. Fun to drive, I'm sure. Especially with the wings up.